Monsters do have their place. In the zoo, in your nightmares, in the deep.
Hey, I'm actually doing a book video. I love the spooky books, so Halloween time I have to do one of these, but this is very low effort. And you're taking me as is. I just got home from work and had dinner. And yeah, just sitting down. I thought I'd show you my pumpkin. This year's pumpkin. I have another bigger one. But you know, as I think I was talking about this in my video last year, the stem is very important. So I went to the grocery store and they had them all outside and it was raining. There was nobody there to pick their pumpkins. And I saw the best pumpkin. It had the cutest stem. It was so tall and it was all curly. And I was driving by, I'm like, that is the pumpkin I'm gonna get. Parked the car. I'm walking over. I see this lady with a cart going towards the pumpkins. I'm like, oh no, don't get my pumpkin. She went for the big pumpkin, so I was like, oh, I'm safe. And I'm thinking, oh, that's silly. Like, what are the chances that this person would go for the one pumpkin I want? But just as I get there and I'm about to reach for my one special pumpkin with the awesome tall curly stem, this other lady comes in, swoops in, and grabs it from me. And then I go to pick up my second choice pumpkin, with also had a really cool tall stem, like a straight up kind of a curly stem. She grabbed that one. But I grabbed my third choice before she had a chance, because she was actually going for this one. Nope. This is my pumpkin. So that's my pumpkin patch at the grocery store tale for you. So what am I reading? I'm keeping it kind of light this year because last year I couldn't get through them all because I also do all these Halloween videos. And I haven't been doing my videos as frequently as I would like, and I get very distracted. So I'm just keeping it to the basics. Keeping it to the basics this year. Every year, for a while now, I've been really into Michael McDowell, who did Blackwater, and last year I read The Elementals, and I read Cold Moon Over Babylon in the past by him too. And I'm getting through his books, and I don't want to get through all his books because he's not around to write them anymore. But I found out he had a pen name in the past too, which was Axel Young, and I found this really cool vintage novel. It has this really cool like 80s cover, and it says Blood Rubies, their identities crossed on a road to hell. Twin sisters unknown to each other. I just read that backwards. It was supposed to be twin sisters unknown to each other until their identities crossed on a road to hell. I don't know what any of that tells me about the book, but I'm excited because I have another book of his to read. Yay. And the cover is pretty cool. I love the 80s horror covers. They're so great. The art is so great. They don't make art like that anymore. It's awesome. You have to get the vintage versions. This one's in pretty good shape, too, for being old. So I just finished this one today because it's kind of really short. It's what is today? October 5th. Wow, it's already October 5th. No way. I should be through more books. But this is called Strange Superstitions by Robert Ellis Cahill. And these books are published in Salem, Massachusetts, actually. Or were. I don't know if they're still in print. And I ordered this for working on my Halloween videos, my local Halloween videos. But they sent me the wrong book because this author has a series of them. They're all kind of thin like this. And at first I was disappointed because I really wanted this other book. But this was pretty fun. I have to say there were some slower parts. But this turned out to be really fun, so you should take a look for it. It's a quick read. The only thing is, some of it, you just feel like it's like a little blurb that would have been stuck in a magazine or in a newspaper. There's not much to it. It's just kind of random. But that's fun. But I have to say there was a section on witches. It was really interesting. There's a lot about Salem witches, which I hadn't heard before. It's basically anything to do with superstitions. It was really interesting. I enjoyed it. So you should definitely get that. The one I wanted is called Curious Customs and Cures of Old New England. But they sent me this one. So I'm going to have to order that other one. And I actually found some useful things while reading this for my upcoming videos. So it turned out to be good. It was a good mistake. So I like to have a classic in there. And I consider Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury to be a classic. I don't know. So yeah, I saw this movie when I was a child. The movie came out when I was about 6 years old, and I begged to see it. I think I had to wait till it was on TV. I saw it when I was 6. It came on TV for Halloween. It came on Halloween night. Oh, I was begging my parents to let me watch it, and they finally gave in, and they let me watch it after I was done trick-or-treating, and it was spooky. It was so scary to me, but I loved it. And I've always wanted to read the book, so I got the book finally, and I like this cover. I enjoy this cover. So there's that. And this one I think is the one I might start next. It's just kind of like a silly book. And I guess as part of a series, I didn't really realize that. It's Friday Night Fright's novel, The Dead Next Door. Obviously about a vampire. I was attracted to it because of the cover. It looks like an old video rental. VHS tape, what I'm trying to say. And I read another book which had like a similar design for the cover. It was called My Best Friend's Exorcism, and it was such a fun book that I'm hoping with this one, although I don't know anything about this author, Eric Mosher. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out, and I think it's just going to be like a fun, easy read is what I think that's going to be, which I need this month. And I always like to read like collections of ghost stories and strange stories. So I ordered this one, which is from the 70s, if you can't tell from the cover, on the artwork on the cover. It's More Tales to Tremble by. And because of the way the art is, I cannot read who the author is. And the thrift book stuck the sticker over that. Let me see. Let me open it up here. More Tales to Tremble by. It doesn't... Well, I mean, it's all different authors, so maybe that... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I love the, like, 70s spooky artwork. So this is part 2. There was a Tales to Tremble by, I guess. And I don't know, I forget how I came across something written up about it online. And I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I looked it up, and everybody was reviewing the book. I think I read it. I was looking at reviews on Goodreads and Amazon and thrift books. But everybody was saying that the second one was actually scarier to them. And they're for children, but people were saying it was still scary. So we'll see. A lot of stories in here. I love a good short ghost story. And then if I get through that, I've had this one kicking around forever, which is also short ghost story. So I figure I should get to it. It's Read If You Dare, 12 Twisted Tales from the editors of Read magazine, and it has a cool cover. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, well maybe it's not for kids. I don't know. I think it said it had a Stephen King story in here. Let me look. Of course I can't find the list here. Oh yeah, this isn't for kids. It's got Nathaniel Hawthorne, Stephen King, Richard Matheson. So this might be really good. Okay, that'll be fun. I should be able to get through that this year, I think. But I thought, you know, it would be really fun, because I've gotten really into zines again, was to get like paranormal zines and fiction zines that are ghost stories. So I ordered a whole bunch. I got some other stuff in here. Hold on. Little Halloween crafts I just tossed in here. Yeah, so I have a whole bunch, and I actually have some more coming, and I think we'll do some reviews as I go along, and I'll let you know how these are, and you can order them if they look good to you. Mini ones. Got all sorts here. Coming from everywhere. I have some coming from England, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to read those, actually. Zines are so fun. I love zines. Alright, so that's what I'm reading this year. And hopefully I'll update you on what I think of them as I go. I hope so. I hope so. I did want to tell you something out of this one, and I don't even remember. This was so interesting because it explained where a lot of superstitions come from, like walking under the ladder was actually when they hung the... Well, according to this, I don't know, but according to this, when they hung the witches at Salem, they had to climb the ladder to hang them, and then it was thought that the witch's power would still remain in the vicinity of the tree and the ground and the ladder, even after death. So if you walked under the ladder, you'd get cursed. That was pretty cool. There were some others like that, which are completely slipping my mind because I'm sitting in front of a camera, so I can't tell you. That would have been really interesting to tell you about. Okay, that's it, because I have to edit this, and I got a busy night ahead of me. So thanks for watching if you actually watched, and I don't mind if no one watched, because I just like talking about books. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.
If you see this ghoul, play it cool.